Hello everybody! Thank you so much for tuning in for today's video. I am going to be talking about and demonstrating different ways in which you can make a foundation that you think is maybe a shade or two too dark for you work without making you look like a muddy mess. So if you are interested to see that, keep on watching. Now guys, the foundation I'm going to be using today is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the shade Y405. Now there are many different ways in which you can make a foundation that is dark for you work. One way is to add something like the Elegirl Pro Coverage Foundation. This is the shade White. This is a foundation that you can sort of mix into your darker foundations and sort of lighten the shade. This is one way of doing it and it does work. But because this foundation is white, I feel like sometimes it can change just slightly the undertone of the foundation you're using. So just be a little wary of that when you're using this. The way I like to do it is the one I'm going to show you guys in today's tutorial. And I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys find this helpful. And let's get into it. Okay you guys, so I have already prepped my skin. I have moisturized using Cetaphil, and on top of that I went over with my MAC Trusty Prep and Prime. And the primer and foundation have both been on my face for a good, like I would say, 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm ready to now move on to the next step, which is foundation. Now this is a foundation that is slightly dark for me. Okay, so I'm just going to take my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the shade Y405, and I'm going to take a pump out on the back of my hand, and I'm going to dot this around my face. And I'm going to press this in using my Sigma 3D blender. I just haven't used this in so long, and I wanted to remember what it felt like using this. Okay you guys, so this was 2 pumps of the foundation on my face, and I don't know if you can see with all these lights, but this is definitely a shade or maybe 2 darker than me. So this is the color of my chest. Can you see the difference now? What I'm going to do is I am going to use a new concealer. This is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I have the shade Light Medium. This shade from this concealer is probably like a highlight shade for me, even maybe a tinge lighter than what a highlight shade would be. But I'm going to use this today because what I plan to do is I plan to highlight the center of my face using a concealer. So that's going to give me like a nice contrast, is going to give me a nice gradient. And normally when you do your makeup, you bronze up the sides of your face and you leave the center highlighted. So that is essentially the same look that we are trying to achieve. So I'm just going to take this concealer and apply this under my eyes. And now taking the same 3D HD by Sigma and just pressing this into my skin. I love the shape of the sponge. You see how this like perfectly fits in the center of my forehead. And I can take, because it has an angle over here, I can like really like clean up my brows with the sponge as well. It's quite the perfect shape. So can you see how that instantly lightened the center of my face, leaving the sides of my face looking just very naturally contoured? Okay, now I'm going to set this concealer because like I said, I think this concealer is going to crease. And I'm going to do this using my MAC Studio Fix powder in NC25. Now, NC25 is definitely going to be a light shade for me. Oh my god, can you see it's already started to crease? Do you see this crease right here? So this concealer, like I said, is really thick and it has already started to crease. Let's see what my under eye area is looking like. Okay, so far the under eye area is sort of held up pretty okay, but I'm going to have to really see how this holds up on me. Taking my NC25. Now, the reason I'm using the MAC Studio Fix powder is because this is a very full coverage powder on its own. And I really want to brighten the center of my face, so this powder is going to help me do that. Alright, now to bring back a little bit of warmth to the perimeters of my face, I'm going to use my MAC Global Glow Mineralized Skin Finish. I'm going to take this on a large brush. The reason that I'm doing this step over here is because there is such a wide shade range between my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation and the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. So that was a shade 405, which is one of their deeper shades, whereas the Tarte Creaseless Concealer was the shade light to medium. So this is just going to help sort of blend the two together on the edges and just not look like such a strong contrast. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a blush, and this is the Body Shop Cheek Color in number 4. This is a hard blush to work with in the sense that you really have to like dig the brush into the product to get some pigment, but I just thought it would look pretty in today's look. And the color is kind of similar to NARS's Orgasm, just like not completely similar. It's the same like peachy color with a slight golden shift. Now the lip color I'm going to be using today is the shade Honest from The Balm. It's one of their liquid lipsticks. I think this is going to be too bright for this look. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, we're not doing this. So we're going to use this lip color a little differently. So I'm going to take this on my finger. And apply it more as a stain so that while I get the shade that I like, it's not so intense and it's not like so present on my mouth. Does that make any sense? And on top, I'm going to take the Note Cosmetics Mineral Lip Gloss in the shade 02 Blondie Pink. I don't know why they call this Blondie Pink. I don't think this is pink at all. You guys, this concealer is creasing like nobody's business. Oh my gosh. Like, look at that. Look at these lines. My under eye is still holding up a little bit better. But, I mean, this is just going to drive me nuts. Okay, guys, I'm going to fix this and bake this area because just setting it with a regular powder did not help. So first I'm going to get rid of the creases. It's more on this side for some reason, like this side seems fine. And then I am going to take some Coty Airspun. So I'm just going to give this a little time to bake and then I will be right back. Okay, you guys, as the last step, I am going to highlight my face. And I'm really excited because I'm going to try a new shade in the Zay Beauty Drama Glows. So the shade I already have and the one I featured in my previous video was Chamak Dhamak, which is the highlighter shade they have for medium to dark skin. But this one is the one for light to medium skin. And I just wanted to try out the color, honestly, because it looks so stunning. I've seen people using it all over Instagram and I just wanted to try the shade for myself. I'm already really impressed with the formulation of the other one, and I know this is the same formula, just a different shade. So I'm going to take some on my Precise highlighter brush, Wet n Wild P75, and I'm just going to take this on the high points of my... Ooh! Whoa! This is nice. Like, the color Chamak Dhamak is more natural on me, there is no denying it. This one sort of stands out a little bit. But I love the glow, so I'm into it. I don't know about you guys, but for me, highlighter just ties everything together, and I love this look so much more now that I'm highlighted. Okay, you guys, now this is the finished look, and I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and I hope you guys feel a little encouraged to maybe dig through your foundation drawer. And if you've ordered foundation in the past, most probably online, that turned out to be a little too dark for you, maybe this is one way that you can actually make it work. And if you do, let me know in the comments below, because I love hearing from you guys.
1 hour later.
Okay, you guys, it was not my plan to do check-ins. I literally just finished filming this maybe an hour ago, and I'm still at my mom's, so I had to rush back and show you guys the creasiness that is going on under my eyes now. This concealer I do not recommend if you are someone who struggles with a lot of creasing in your laugh lines or under your eyes. This one is not working out for me. I don't know if the camera is picking up on this, but can you see all of that? So this is like the concealer grabbing into my lines under my eyes. It's not happening so much on this side, but this is definitely something that is going to drive me nuts. My laugh lines, I mean, baking did sort of help with that, but I can still see this line right here, and I just know that it's going to develop even more as I wear this foundation for longer. Can we talk about this highlighter? Can we just take a moment and talk about this highlighter? Zay Beauty, I don't know how you do it. This is gorgeous. This looks like a sheen. This looks like a gloss. It has a very like wet look to it. I love Chamak Dhamak so much. I just knew I was gonna love this too. I just had to share my final thoughts regarding this concealer with you guys. Not working out for me. I think I'm just gonna have to pass this on, or maybe play with it a little bit more and figure out other ways to wear this. Next time I'm gonna try baking, like full on baking underneath my eyes, and see if that helps instead of just setting with powder. And these babies are my absolute love. Like, I cannot say enough good things about the Drama Glows by Zay Beauty. You guys have to get your hands on them. The shine speaks for itself. They're so comfortable to wear, and you get two. So you get a cream and a powder. I think I need to stop talking about this, because when I talk about Zay Beauty on my Instagram, so many of you DM and say, Shayan, can you please talk about another brand? Like, we know you love this highlight. Can you please move on? Another new thing that I tried today, which I did off camera, was I tried the Zoosh, what is this? Sticky Situation Lash Glue. They have updated the formula. I know there were a lot of issues with the lashes just not staying on with their original formula, so they have updated that. Now this, I know they've updated the formula, you guys, but like, what is happening with my eyelash? This one is just, yeah. And this is like completely off. Like, I'm just gonna do this and like the entire thing is gonna fall off. So I have to fix this with my trusty duo. I just wanted to let you guys know that this is the deal with their new lash glue. And I applied quite a liberal amount, so I don't know what's happening. Oh my god, see? Same situation on this one. Like, it's just completely coming off from the inner corner. Yeah, I'm gonna stop playing with it because I still have to take pictures. Life of a YouTuber. Just thought I would update you there as well. And that said, I hope you guys subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys ring the bell, and I hope you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments as always. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, please do leave them in the comments below, because I read all your comments and I feel so encouraged and motivated to create more content for you guys, just looking at how supportive you all are being. So I love you guys for that, and I will see you all in my next video.